BJP should
That's
answer.
okay, but it is rather rich coming from you when you point fingers at others.
These people asked tonight. These people are asking tonight. I want to get some of the responses.
BJP
One
should
second.
also clarify, will they assess his application?
I don't understand this country's politicians sometimes.
Or a legal aspect.
One second, please. I have one of our viewers who has responded. It is Yash. 1 second. I'm going to read out a few responses. Yash is a student. Yash is watching the News Hour debate tonight. Yash, wherever you are, here are your views. Yash has put out these views through the TimesNow app. Now, this is what Yash feels. Let's just put it down, please, so I can read out what Yash feels. Okay, Yash watching the program says, Yash, yeah.
Passport. Anyone who speaks against India or raises anything anti-India should never have their Indian passport. India passport means you're an Indian citizen and you're proud to be an Indian citizen.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yash, thanks very much for your feedback. That's simple as that. Now, Syed Bashir Ahmed ji raises his hand and wants to come into the debate. He's a former minister. Yes, Mr. Ahmed, sorry to come to you late, please.
अर्नब जी आदाब।
जी आदाब। कहें।
आप ठीक हैं? बहुत मुद्दत के बाद मुलाकात हुई।
जी।
मुझे ये बताइए, अगर पाकिस्तान ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर से कोई कहता है कि मैं हिंदुस्तानी हूँ और वो पासपोर्ट के लिए फॉर्म अप्लाई करता है लेकिन उसको वीज़ा पासपोर्ट नहीं मिलता है, ये एक लिटिल इशू है, सिंपल इशू है। जैसे सिंपली मेहरबानी करके जो पैनलर्स हैं, मेहरबानी करके एक मेरी बात सुने। वो मैं कहता हूं कि अगर ये एक इशू ही नहीं था जिसको इतना हाई करना था,
क्यों इशू नहीं था?
गिलानी साहब को पासपोर्ट की जरूरत थी, वो पासपोर्ट ऑफिस चले जाते।
कैसे
और
जाते?
अगर उनका फॉर्म सही नहीं वहां पे, अगर फॉर्म उनका सही नहीं पाया गया, जैसे ऑल सिटीजन के लिए यहाँ पे होता है, जब तक हमारा फॉर्म सही नहीं होगा वहां पे, चाहे उसका फोटोग्राफ हो, चाहे
फोटोग्राफ की बात नहीं है,
उसका दूसरा हो, हाँ जितने भी चीजें हैं जो उसमें है, अगर वो नहीं है तो ये इस तरीके से डिबेट में लाने के लिए तो कोई बात ही नहीं।
क्यों नहीं? एक मिनट।
दूसरा सवाल, दूसरा
अहमद जी, आप मेरी एक बात सुनिए, आपसे एक दोबारा सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं मैं। आप मेरी बात को सुनिए। आप कह रहे हैं कि छोटी बात है, मैं पूछ रहा हूं आज सारे हमारे जितने दर्शक हैं, मैं उनको पूछता हूं ये छोटी बात है को जो एक प्रो पाकिस्तान आदमी है जो चाहता है कि जम्मू एंड कश्मीर इज नॉट एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया, उसको पासपोर्ट दिया जाए ताकि वो पासपोर्ट को यूज करे और उसी देश को गाली देते रहे हर वक्त। 2013 में आपको याद होगा सैयद बशीर अहमद जी, दिस मैन वाज रिफ्यूज्ड अ पासपोर्ट टू ट्रैवल टू पाकिस्तान। ही वाज रिफ्यूज्ड अ पासपोर्ट टू ट्रैवल टू पाकिस्तान। आप ये भी याद करें कि 1983 में उनका पासपोर्ट सीज किया गया था। और क्यों सीज किया गया था? क्योंकि वो सारे दुनिया में जाके भारत के खिलाफ स्पीच देते थे। तो कोई चाहे, और ये पासपोर्ट में जो है, पासपोर्ट एक होती है नेशनैलिटी की एफर्मेशन, इसमें नेशनैलिटी का कॉलम होता है। आदमी कहता है मैं भारतीय हूं ही नहीं, मैं भारत की अखंडता को मानता ही नहीं हूं, तो क्या कंपल्शन है कि उसको पासपोर्ट दिया जाए?
मैंने उसमें यही गुजारिश की कि हमारे मुल्क में,
सैयद जी,
हमारे मुल्क में, बात सुनिए ना, हमारे मुल्क में
इंडिया को अप्लाई करेगा वो फॉर्म में ये तो लिखेगा ना इंडिया में बताएंगे कि ये मसला
हमारे मुल्क में जो
2007 वो फॉर्म
हमारे मुल्क में
हिंदुस्तानी,
अर्नब जी
ये थोड़ी लिखेगा मैं पाकिस्तानी हूं।
भाई आप डिबेट कर रहे थे, मैं चुप करके बैठा था। मसला ये है कि पाकिस्तान कहता है,
मारूफ विल रिस्पॉन्ड टू सैयद बशीर अहमद, मारूफ रिप्लाई करेंगे आपको।
जम्मू कश्मीर शाहराह हमारी, और हमारा मुल्क कहता है ये हमारे सर का ताज है
जी।
अगर यहाँ सर का ताज है, वहां भी कश्मीरी है, उस पार्ट में, इस पार्ट में भी कश्मीरी है, तो दोनों के लिए एक तो नजर बन गया है। दोनों पार्टीज के लिए बहुत मुश्किलात हुए हैं। ये पाकिस्तान और हिंदुस्तान को मिलके इन मुश्किलात को दूर करना चाहिए।
सर मैं आपको, मेरी बात सुनिए, नहीं मेरी बात, नहीं आप मेरी बात सुनिए, आप मेरी बात सुनिए। सैयद बशीर अहमद जी, सैयद बशीर अहमद जी सुनिए मेरी बात। पासपोर्ट भारतीयों के लिए होता है, जो अपने आप को भारतीय नहीं मानते उनको नहीं मिल सकता। मैं कहूंगा, मैं पहला भारतीय हूंगा जो कहूंगा कि उनको पासपोर्ट दिया जाए, मगर पहले वो कहे कि वो भारतीय हैं।
आपकी नजर में पाकिस्तान ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर का पासपोर्ट कैसा बनना चाहिए?
अगर पाकिस्तान ऑक्युपाइड पासपोर्ट के कोई व्यक्ति को इस्लामाबाद में अप्लाई करे वो और कहे कि मैं मानता ही नहीं हूं, कि पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर पाकिस्तान का पार्ट है तो उसको पासपोर्ट नहीं मिलेगा, और आप कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर के बारे में मारूफ राजा आपको कहेंगे कि पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर में हालात क्या है, मारूफ कहेंगे आपको कि पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर में हालात क्या है, और अगर गिलानी को लगे कि पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर में हालात बेहतर है तो चले जाए वो पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर।
फार्म सही नहीं है, अगर उन्होंने फार्म भर दिया, फार्म सही नहीं है, उसमें कॉलम सही नहीं भरे हैं, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली रिजेक्ट हो जाए।
नहीं, ऑटोमेटिक रिजेक्शन की बात नहीं है। जो कारण देता है सरकार, जो कारण देता है सरकार की रिजेक्ट क्यों हो, हम चाहते हैं कि गिलानी को कहा जाए कि आप जैसे व्यक्ति को नहीं दिया जा सकता क्योंकि आप भारत को, कश्मीर को भारत का अंग मानते ही नहीं है। मौका है सरकार के लिए, और ये सरकार के लिए आरपी सिंह मारूफ, दिस गवर्नमेंट इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी। मारूफ, बाय द वे वी विल गो बैक टू द डिबेट। मारूफ
चल रहा है,
अच्छा दूसरों से भी सुने। मारूफ,
that is the point.
तभी ये मसले नहीं आएंगे।
Sir, that is the point, Ornab. That is the point. That is the point, Mr. Ahmed, with respect to you, sir. That is the point I made initially. That let's not get bogged down in technicalities, whether the form was complete, photograph, etc. Even the Minister of State for Home is trying to give technical reasons. The argument today is about a bigger principle.
Yeah.
Do you accept the sovereignty of India or not? Let me give you an example, sir. You are quoting the POK case. Have you had a look at the Constitution of Pakistan of 1974, which is the constitution out of the 4 constitutions the Pakistanis think is the most sensible document put together? Sir, मेरी बात सुन लीजिए। 1900 सर आपके सर एक बात सुन लीजिए। नहीं अहमद साहब नहीं
मारूफ कहिए।
अहमद साहब आपने जब बात की मैं चुप रहा।
हो जाता है
अहमद साहब जब आप बात कर रहे थे मैं चुप रहा। अभी मेरी बात आप 1 मिनट सुनिए। पाकिस्तान के 1974 अहमद साहब आपने पीओके का मसला खड़ा किया। 1974 के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के तहत पाकिस्तान में अगर कोई इंसान पाकिस्तान की यूनिटी और सॉवरेनिटी के अलावा कोई और ऑप्शन खड़ा करता है, इट इज सीन एज एन एक्ट ऑफ ट्रीजन।
एब्सोल्यूट।
और यहां पे आप उनके पैर पे पड़ रहे हैं क्योंकि जिलानी साहब को पहले 2 wrongs don't make a right. If you were given a passport incorrectly before, so be it. But we expect a more clearly defined policy by this government. If it cannot, this government is betraying the trust of the people of India. This government has let down the people of India because we expected better. And if this government can't do any better, they should have the guts to stand up and say, we are going to follow the policy of Manmohan Singh and we will continue to flip and flop.
आजाद हो गए, पाकिस्तान बन गया, हिंदुस्तान बन गया।
दैट इज अनफेयर।
आजाद हुए हैं सर, लेकिन आजाद होने के बाद भी आपकी सरजमीन को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए, सॉरी सर, आपकी सरजमीन को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए हजारों ने अपनी जान दी है।
बिल्कुल।
उस आजादी को रखने के लिए जिन लोगों ने जान दी है उनकी फैमिलीज को इग्नोर किया जाता है, और जिलानी जैसे लोग जो गद्दार हैं उनको सर पे चढ़ा रहे हैं हमारे पानी पर।
आज मेरी एक बात और सुनिए। बीजेपी के जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हैं आरपी सिंह, उनको बाय द वे वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ रिस्पांस। नो वन सेकंड मारूफ, वन सेकंड प्लीज। आई वांट टू गेट द बीजेपी एंड द पीडीपी इन, क्योंकि मेरे
बातें करो और जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को मार दो।
बात तो सुनिए, आप एग्जैजरेट ना कीजिए प्लीज, डोंट एग्जैजरेट।
कैमरा रैलीज और स्पीचेस टू सम रियल एक्शन।
Sir, don't look for sympathy. Don't bring the sympathy angle into it. This is very clearly a matter of national interest. And don't bring the Jammu Kashmir people as such into it, because a lot has been done for them. Let me also say on television that you continue to extract more mileage from India than any other state does.
और यहाँ जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को
And successive governments have pampered Jammu Kashmir. Don't forget that. Look at the Planning Commission figures.
One second, and by the way, lot of responses on the TimesNow app. 1 second, some of our responses are on the screen right now. Thank you for tuning into the TimesNow app, and I will take more responses as the debate goes on. I want to now get in the BJP and the PDP at this stage, because RP Singh and Firdaus Tak is now joining us on the debate, and both these gentlemen need to tell us what on earth, and let's put Firdaus Tak on the screen, please. Both these gentlemen need to tell us what on earth is going on between them. I mean, here is the National Conference openly saying you're playing this petty politics because this was your plan. And there will be some people who will say this. This was your plan. Your plan was to form a government, fight with each other, polarize the situation, go back to your respective constituencies and say, oh, we were more with you and we were more with you. Now give us a bigger vote. If this was your plan, I don't know. I'm not insinuating that it is. It's a fairly serious allegation that comes from Tanveer Sadiq. But I want to remind RP Singh at this stage that RP Singh belongs to a party called the Bharatiya Janata Party. So the Bharatiya Janata Party should remember that when it was in the opposition, another traitor called Yasin Malik took an Indian passport and went to Pakistan, where he fell at the feet of Hafiz Saeed. Right? At that time, the Bharatiya Janata Party said, immediately revoke this man's passport. It's a compromise on India's national interests, etc., etc. Today, the same BJP seems to have lost its standing on this issue. Now, Gilani, Masarat Alam lead rallies, Pakistani flags are being waved, anti-India slogans are being shouted, and you pamper, you go out and pamper the same anti-national elements. RP Singh, is this what you promised? ये अच्छे दिन थे आपके, मसारत आलम के लिए अच्छे दिन, यासीन मलिक के लिए अच्छे दिन,
power in JNK,
गिलानी के लिए अच्छे दिन.
Till when does BJP plan to remain mute spectators?
Yeah, let the BJP and the no, what's it? By the way, Firdaus Tak, is there a plan between both of you? Is this correct? Because that's what the National Conference alleges.
Mr. Jaiveer Rana, can I intervene now?
Arnab, if you will allow me some time, because I will have to leave.
No, it's all right. I'll give you the time, please.
I think
you came in late, so
I will,
please join.
I will again.
Go ahead.
I will again start with the same thing that a person who
come to the point, sir. Don't attack Times Now. Come to the point.
Has become a swimming expert.
Sir, please come to the point, sir. Answer my question.
Time and again, I am coming to the point.
Answer my question.
Time and again, requesting you to be in Kashmir and assess the situation on the ground.
Sir, I don't believe in compromising on national interests. You may. It's not part of my DNA. It may be part of yours.
And just come here and see that it is not Maruf Raza and Arnab Goswami who is fighting the ideology of Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani and the people.
So Maruf is not the issue, neither am I. Answer the question and Maruf can take you on after that.
Who are fighting the ideology.
Sir, is there an issue beyond Maruf Raza, or is Maruf Raza the issue? Answer the issue.
We say that is not going to change your ideology.
So why don't you answer the question, sir? Section 8 of the passport application, yesterday you didn't read it. Have you read it now?
I am answering your question. So the question is, I had been saying it yesterday as well. I am saying it today again, that the passport application, there is a law that a passport application has to be processed and it has to be assessed on technicalities. There is an act. Do you see any section in the Passport Act? By the way, you are not reading Passport Act. You are reading the passport application. Kindly quote a single provision in the act that a person has to be denied passport or a right to apply for a passport on the basis of his ideology.
Oh, can I read it out now, please? Now, you asked me the question. I understood. Mr. Firdaus Tak, unlike you, I don't have to keep repeating the point. I can answer your question. I'll answer the question to you right now. I will answer the question right now, and then you will have to clarify your position.
Complete now.
1 second. I think once Sushant Sareen wants to have something to say. Sushant Sareen is saying something to you. 1 second. Sushant Sareen, please. Sushant Sareen is saying something.
And seen on technicalities.
Sir, Sushant Sareen is making a point. Sushant Sareen.
Arnab, I've been trying to get a word in, and since nobody is allowing me to do that, I thought of using your app and sending you a message.
That's all right, please. Thank you.
But you know, on a more serious note, I think the Congress representative has listed out precisely the reasons on the basis of which, and that's part of the Passport Act, on the basis of which anti-national person like Mr. Gilani can be denied a passport. I think there's no ambiguity on the law on that score.
Firdaus doesn't think so.
A slightly more nuanced one, which is that let the guy apply for a passport. Let him say that he swears by the unity, integrity, and sovereignty of India. Yeah. And even after that, it is well within the right of the government of India to reject him a passport on precisely the reasons what the Congress representative on your program has suggested. And I would imagine that that is what the government will do, because this is important.
The government...
I must say this. What Mr. Sadiq is saying, the reason why he needs to be rejected, all this nonsense about humanitarianism is not important, because Mr. Gilani never showed any humanitarian values when he was asking his hordes to go and massacre people and carry out terrorism.
Well said, well said.
So forget about humanitarianism. What is important is that he is going to Saudi Arabia will give him an opportunity to hobnob with the Pakistanis at a time when they are trying to reactivate terrorism in the valley. And I think that is a very good reason for the government of India to refuse him a passport. Let him first. But
are you happy, Mr. Tak?
I think drag his nose in the dust and let him say he's an Indian and swears by the unity and sovereignty of India.
Thank you for making. That's precisely what. No, 1 second. That's precisely what my point was. Are you happy, Mr. Tak?
That law does not take away the right of a person to apply for a passport.
For God's sake, he can apply for a passport. He has to be rejected on the right reasons, sir.
Law does not give him a right to get a passport.
Yes, it has to be rejected on technicalities.
No, it should not be rejected on technicalities.
That is what
No, it's not a right.
No, it's not a right.
Rejected on legality.
It has to be rejected or accepted on technicalities. There is a set procedure. Why are we creating ruckus over the issue?
Sir, because people like you, Mr. Tanveer Sadiq.
You're talking a language of clocks.
Absolutely, Maruf. Absolutely, Maruf.
It is people like you and it is people like Maruf Raza who are doing this.
Maruf is good enough to respond to you, sir. I won't. Maruf, you can.
On Sayyid Gilani, giving too much
Tanveer Saab,
to a person.
No, that's Firdaus Tak, Maruf.
Tanveer Saab,
That's Firdaus Tak, not Tanveer.
In every country of the world, every country of the world, you all keep giving us lectures on democracy. You keep giving us lectures on democracy, but every self-respecting democracy in the world has a simple rule that the Home Office of that country can reject your passport if they are not convinced about your nationalistic credentials. The rest is all bullshit. So let's get straight. If you're not an Indian national and you don't support the idea of India, you don't deserve a passport, whatever the technicalities.
I think it's 1 second.